Demons are lies given form. To cast them out, you must only carry the Emperor's truth, for against it all lies crumble. Inquisitors of the Ordo Malleus and their acolytes face the greatest threat to humanity's continued existence: chaos and the demons of the warp. The dark gods of chaos are the arch enemies of mankind. The ruinous powers and their demons seek to bring the veil separating the materium and immaterium crashing down and undo reality as we know it, plunging the galaxy into the madness of the warp. Although insidious heretics seek to undermine the Imperium from within and alien abominations attack from without, the demons of the Immaterium whisper their lies from beyond the fabric of reality. Yet when the veil is rent asunder, it is they who invade real space in a great tide, slaughtering and unleashing cataclysmic destruction. Few warriors can even face such a foe without succumbing to terror and madness, and even mere knowledge of such entities is restricted. Only the Inquisitors of the Ordo Malleus and their acolytes possess the knowledge, strength of will, and tools to stand against the demon. Although demons possess an almost inconceivable threat to mankind, they do face certain limitations. Chief amongst these is the difficulty demons have manifesting and remaining in the material universe. Without the psychic energy of the warp to sustain them, they are able to maintain a corporeal form in real space for only so long. Breaching the veil and entering reality in the first place is only possible under certain circumstances. These limitations mean that the bulk of the Ordo Malleus' work consists not of banishing demons back to the warp, but preventing their arrival in the first place. Some demons are so apocalyptically powerful that there is no hope of defeating them in battle, and the only way to save a world or star system is to ensure the demon does not manifest. For a demon to manifest, the barrier between reality and the warp must be weakened and broken. There are a number of ways this can come about, both due to the actions of mortals and the vagaries of the warp. Even a sanctioned psyker risks opening a gateway to the warp with each use of their powers, and for this reason, some members of the Ordo Malleus share the same anti-psyker views as the most hard-line witch hunters of the Ordo Hereticus, even when they themselves are psykers. Malefic chaos cults often seek to summon demons, either to enact the cult's aims or as a simple act of devotion to the dark gods. The very movements of the war, perhaps fed by the collective emotions of mortals, disturbed by the activities of psykers, or set in motion eons ago, can, in rare cases, push against the veil of reality until it tears open. What all these potentialities share is either a warp rift that allows demons to manifest physical forms in reality, or the possession of a mortal host body. It is not necessary, however, for a demon to manifest in reality in order to threaten humanity. Demons communicate with mortals from the depths of the warp, and psykers are particularly susceptible to these whispers and visions. Often such contact is the precursor to the demon entering reality, as it establishes a link in order to corrupt and possess a mortal, or instruct the mortal in the ways of its summoning. There are many reasons a mortal might fall to a demon's temptation: a lust for power, wealth, adoration, revenge. All of these and more are mortal weaknesses a demon might exploit. Even if the interaction does not lead to the demon's emergence in the physical universe, a mortal under demonic influence might undertake all manner of evil deeds. Powerful psykers and influential figures corrupted by chaos can cause untold damage, igniting wars and leading star systems, even entire sectors, into eternal damnation. Because of the nature of demons, the early stages of Ordo Malleus investigations often deal with mortals in thrall to demons. In many cases, a successful mission might mean preventing a chaos cult from summoning a demon, or destroying a rogue psyker before they succumb to possession. In this way, the work of the Ordo Malleus overlaps with that of the Ordo Hereticus. However, while Inquisitors of the Hereticus focus on the human traitors and witches themselves, the servants of the Malleus concern themselves always with the true threat of the demon. Better to prevent that threat from materializing, but if the worst does happen, the warriors of the Malleus possess the knowledge and tools to fight against it. Their servants must often investigate secretive chaos cults with aspirations to summon demons, or even plunge whole worlds into hellish madness. Depending on the nature of the enemy and the preferred methods of an inquisitorial warband, this might entail infiltrating a cult in order to learn the threat it poses, and even uncover its dark secrets in order to turn such knowledge against other enemies. Other inquisitors might conscript local armed forces in order to flush out the heretics and launch a full-scale assault on their compound. There are many heretics who unknowingly threaten to bring demons into reality. Although a scholar of forbidden lore might not think themselves a devotee of chaos, by opening their mind to the secrets of the warp, they draw the attentions of its denizens. A noble dilettante who collects warp-touched artifacts might unwittingly release the power they contain and open a warp rift. Guardsmen of the Astra Militarum and even Space Marines who enter battle against the forces of chaos, and particularly against incarnate demons, risk corruption that might, if unchecked, transform them into the very enemy they battled against. All too often, though, Inquisitors of the Malleus or their acolytes are too late to stop a demonic summoning, or a warp rift might open without warning. Sometimes, an inquisitorial warband's first indication that there is a threat comes from the presence of demons in real space, whether scheming in the shadows or slaughtering in the habways. When demons step foot into the material universe, it is the sacred duty of the Ordo Malleus to banish them back to the Immaterium. Often, once a demon is manifest in reality, only inflicting a great deal of damage to its corporeal form can disrupt its hold enough to return it to the warp. For this reason, combat can be a major part of Ordo Malleus investigations. Demons are the most dangerous and horrifying foes imaginable, and even for veteran demon hunters, each encounter is a monstrous experience. Not only are demons powerful adversaries that evince a host of strange warp-spawned abilities, but their mere presence can taint the soul and shatter the minds of hardened warriors. Because of this, Inquisitors and Acolytes often cannot count on local law enforcement and military forces for aid in combat, as few are likely to possess the strength of will necessary to overcome their fear in the face of demonic foes. In order to successfully battle demons, Acolytes must not only be capable combatants, but strong enough of will to maintain their composure. Heavy weapons and sanctioned blades are of no use if the warriors fall apart in the presence of the horrific enemy.